Well, good morning. Man, let me start off by thanking y'all. Uh, those who shouted out on social media, those who text me, those who called me uh, for the birthday shout out and for our anniversary. I really appreciate y'all, especially you, young Scotty. Your call last night, man, you shared some words with a brother, and I really appreciate that. Ooh, I had a little too much fun. I disconnected from social media, but kept getting a lot of text messages. First and foremost, my condolences go out to those parents and the family of that young 8-year-old sister who was killed across the street from the Wendy's where Rayshard Brooks was killed by APD. This young sister was killed by our own folk. In some kind of way, it's got you guys, like, I guess you thought that all of our problems and issues were going to be solved overnight. I guess you thought that some of the inequities that exist economically and socially were just going to be fixed overnight. It's funny how easily spun some of you are. What's also funny is the mayor of Atlanta. Atlanta got a mayor named Keisha. Newsflash, Miss Bottoms, Mayor Bottoms. This child's blood is on your hands as well. Oh, you didn't pull the trigger. But you allowed a police department that is on a fucking pseudo strike, don't even have the balls to say that they're taking off work because they can't choke or maim or murder black folk no more, or they face prosecution. You allowed this storm, ma'am. Yeah, you did. And then you jump on TV yet again, pointing your finger at the community. Folks is looking for who shot that girl. I'm quite confident they'll be brought to justice. But what about a city that allowed that area to get out of control? You think if Rayshard Brooks would have been killed at the Wendy's off Peachtree, that it would be that folks in that surrounding area would have been allowed to do what folks off University near Pittsburgh? If you don't understand that, then your whole effing perspective is whack. The city has blood on its hands, parading that mother and father and family as if the city is not also responsible. Make no mistake about it. Don't misconstrue my words. The person that pulled that trigger got to pay. But if this shit was in any other part, it would not have been allowed to be like it was. Hell, President Trump made some comments not too long ago about Seattle in their barricaded area that they had named. He said, maybe we shouldn't send the National Guard in there. Just let it simmer for a minute. What do you mean? Keep them niggas, them protesters and them niggas, keep them piled on top of each other, charged up. Some of y'all overnight stop talking about the movement and now you're on this black on black crime. Stop it. The only time y'all open your mouth like that is when it's us. See shit going on in Chinatown. I don't hear Chinese on Chinese. Here's shit going down in South Dakota and Montana. I don't hear you say Caucasians on Caucasian. Stop that ignorant shit. These folks have, listen, some of you all, everybody ain't gonna make it to the promised land. They just not. Everybody ain't your friend. Everybody don't understand. Do not let these folks stop the movement. It's tragic what has happened. It's tragic what goes on out there every weekend in Chicago. But you know what? Speaking about Chicago, y'all never talk about the trains like back in the day in California that just miraculously stop on the railroad tracks that are filled to the rim with guns. You don't talk about the special agents that have been arrested for selling weapons, fueling rival gangs. All y'all talk about is another nigga killed another nigga. Black on black crime. You don't get to the fucking root of it. You can ask 20 people, what is their definition of victory? And you'll get 25 different answers. Some of you Negroes are so superficial. Some of you are so easily spun. Fucking Mayor Bottoms holds an interview to discuss the morale, the low morale of the APD, instead of the effing morale of the salary-paying taxpayers. Get on TV again, pointing your finger at the community with the parents of this slain child that your city and your police department have provided the environment for that tragedy to take place. Come on, what are we talking about?